Hello, back to the bottom. My name is Based, and today we're back with Wagamama High Spec Overclock after I didn't feel like recording for like 2 days. Whoops. Anyways, yeah. I had the fucking appointment today where they were going to check if they are even going to bother with full-on thorough diagnosis on if I have autism or not. After the interview, they just said, yeah, you don't have it. Like, the things that were noticed that are very big tells for autism for you specifically, sadly, can also be a result of ADHD. And it's just a fucking false alarm. Which, you know, it's better to have checked and been told it's not the case than not having checked and it being the case. So, yeah, anyways, let's get back into it. I can only bow to Kaoruko's thorough preparation. She looked like she was dead set on playing, but I can't blame her for... Like, I can't blame her for it since it's summer, the two of us are alone together. If anything, I'm probably the one lacking a spine. I'm probably the one lacking a spine. I'm happy I ended the part where I did, because, hey, I have an actually functional CG now. Should have made some plans to better receive this wonderful summer. I renew my resolve as I see Kaoruko and her pretty yukata. Give me one. Oh, it's really going. Hold on. Gotta do it like this. Sparkler sizzles as its light falls to the ground. The darkness only highlights the beauty of the picture. Oh yeah, I don't know why, but earlier, maybe like an hour ago, for some reason in quick succession, got 3 comments on part 5 of Lapuko Papi. And I do mean like quick succession. I mean like literally like minutes apart, like maybe like 1 or 2 between. And it's like 4 different accounts, all commenting in what I can only assume to be either Mexican or Spanish. I don't fucking know. But it's literally just Payo game. Then the next one says get to work. The one after it says great game. And the last one says I'm Ibai. I'm a Freemason. What? Considering it is like the untranslated one is soy Ibai soy un mason. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I assume that's just supposed to be Mason, not Freemason. Freemason is kind of different. If I have a full grasp on popular fucking conspiracy theories. But still, it is weird that like 4 accounts commented like that in quick fucking succession, one after the other. Anyways. So yeah, that was weird. I don't really have any memories of summer. You know, Pop Toa is. More like the kind of girl who doesn't go out in general. It's even worse in the summer. We don't really leave the house to entertain ourselves. I wonder if Toa is eating salmon with Mihiro right now. Sorry I couldn't be more sensitive. I'll spoil a man rotten if you treat him like this. A good woman's supposed to let a man look cool in front of her.
どんなかっこいいところを見せてくれるのかな?
Kaoruko looks at me innocently with her hands on her knees. Look right in that yukata.
これ、お母さんに持たせてもらったの。お料理のこともそうだけど、最近よく話すんだ。
It's good. It's always great when a family gets along with each other.
きっかけを作ってくれたのはこうきくんだよ。恨み事みたいなことを聞かせちゃったことがあるけど、今になって振り返ると、私も意固地になってたのかなって。
I think your parents are
そ
great.
れはつまり、お父さん、お母さんって呼べるってこと？
My feelings aside, I'll have to win a literary award first. I've got a long road ahead of me.
こうきくんならできるよ。
Ugh.
嘘、ごめんね。そんなプレッシャーかける気ないから。
Sparkle in Kaoruko's hand glows dim before finally dropping and going dark.
小説のことでテンション上がってるのは本当だろうけど、お父さんもお母さんもこうきくんを理解しようとしてるのは本当だよ。
Kaoruko fixes her gaze on the dead Sparkler.
歩み寄ろうとしてくれてるのがわかるのが嬉しいんだ。
I hold her by the waist and nuzzle up against the strands of hair on her cheek. Do my best to make it work. I still don't feel good about having to hide things from them, though. Well, yeah, it's not gonna fucking work out. Like, you're planning to marry the woman, so you're gonna be fucking involved with her parents for life. A lie like that's not gonna fucking work out for too long.
まだ先もあるし、伝えやすい作品とかを手掛ける機会もあると思うの。
Should probably consult the Katsuka for that. Let's do this for a bit longer. Shall I light you up?
ありがとう。
Put the sparkler that's emitting the wisp of smoke into the bucket of water and light up Kaoruko's sparkler.
違う種類の花火だ。勢いあるね。
We've been through several seasons in our relationship, but sometimes it still feels like I'm dreaming. It's kind of strange spending my summer with such a beautiful girl like her. What is it?
こうきくんがじっと私のことを見てたから、今がチャンスって思っただけ。
Sure are, sort of.
そんなことないよ。今日は停止校テーマにだいぶ自制してたと思うの。こうきくんを盾に立ててきたよ。
So you just sat there and watched me work?
キスもそうだけど、イチャイチャしたいなっておねだりするのだって我慢してたもん。
What, you didn't think I was holding myself back too?
嘘、お仕事優先してたもん。そんなこうきくんも素敵なんだけど。
Only in the afternoon. Kaoruko and I have both stopped paying attention to the sparklers. We didn't get any new ones when they went out.
キスだと思ったのに。
I have a bad feeling all of a sudden. Let me just get this up. Just blind? Yes, I am just blind. Boop. Boop. There you go. Everything has been prepared. Kaoruko hides her lips with her fingers when I peel back her yukata to grow up with... Okay. There are ways to use up all the sparkles tonight. Let's use the rest up later.
今夜はこれからどうするの?
Like I said, I've been holding it in since this afternoon. I bring myself close as I whisper to her, and not being able to hold back, she lets the tip of her tongue peek through her lips. Okay, calm down. Yeah, we really don't need a lot of this.
こうきくん以外には気づかれずに済むね。 こうきくんの
This is all just introductory bullshit to the ape scene. And they're going to the bath. See you after the H soon. Day done fucking. Day 3 of our lovey-dovey days in an antique house. I don't trust you. This is a place where nothing is the only thing that is.
文学だね。どこかで聞いたことがあるみたいに、
Probably
す
because
ん
you
なり
have.
胸に入ってきたよ。
I feel like I've become a plant when I'm sitting on the porch, my head on Kaoruko's lap. I can almost feel myself photosynthesizing.
周りが森だと体感温度が違うから、夏真っ盛りでも安心してくっつけるね。
Sure, makes me want to laze around. Unlike Kaoruko, who has to buy groceries in her family car, I'm pretty much stuck at home. The scenery's dull and not very scenic when I would go for walks, and I don't really feel like walking anymore when all I got were bug bites for my trouble. Wonder how everyone's doing.
3日しか経ってないし、平気じゃないかな。明日か明後日あたりに一度様子を見に来るかもってハーシャちゃんが言ってたよ。
Let my thoughts play cumulonimbus in the blue sky. That'll probably get us potatoes. In summer clouds, my sister's feelings expressed through her potatoes, not a me cookie.
どれどれ。シンプルめに文学だね。幅が出てきたんじゃない？
The word literary is starting to lose its meaning. This entire fucking after story is stupid. Kaoruko pats my head for penning a pretty phrase. Having nothing to do might be boosting my brain power. I'd usually browse the internet while working back home.
わかる。ネットずっとやっちゃうよね。
Getting decent ideas from manga too. Quiet environment might be pretty good.
ちょくちょく借りちゃう？
Nah, at least not for a while.
私も本当はたまにでいいかなって思ってた。ところでエッセイの方は進んでる？
Slow going, but it's going. It's the first time I've written so much over a short period of time ever since I started working.
気になるな。ちょっとだけ見せてもらってもいい？
Sure, but I've only been writing whatever came to mind. I haven't really organized them yet. Reach out my hand to put the notepad with my haiku on her boobs.
庭にしなだれかかる木々の形は夜シルエットで見ると不気味で、トイレに行く途中とかは人影に見えてビクッとする。はあ、その場にいるみたいに情景が浮かんでくるよ。新境地の開拓は順調だね。
I think so. Sorry, can I have my notepad? I've got some. This cat's been regularly dropping in to see us ever since I gave it a treat. It's sitting down quietly with a face that says, "Do you have some for me today?" Cute stray cat has been a regular visitor on our garden. I've taken to calling it Goblin.
文学いいね。ものすごくしっくりきたよ。
There are things I can do here that I can't usually do. Makes for a lot of unexpected experiences.
静かな環境で創作に打ち込むっていいものだよね。
Only so often, though. Like once in a blue moon. I've heard it said that you can only vacate for 3 days and 2 nights. Feeling true to that statement on day 3 of living in this antique house. I think I just heard a phoenix. At the very least, there's an Aster here. Ha! 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 Bad jokes. We were really busy on the first day, spent most of our time working and making out on the second day, but this morning I woke up at an absolute loss. Simply put, there's nothing to do. So this is how the old literary greats worked out their masterpieces. And so I have nothing to do as Kaoruko prepares dinner for us. Ah!
何ですか？幽霊でも見たような声を上げて、原稿を取りに伺うとお伝えしていたはずですが。
Could have at least announced yourself. have thrown my back.
呼び鈴もないのに無茶を言わないでください。
Katsuka sits in a perfect seiza posture as she enjoys her tea in the Yokon. She puts down her cup.
断りもなく上がり込んだわけではないですよ。
She did, but
なるみさんは創作活動の最中ということでしたので、私は待たせていただいていました。
was it?
まるで本当の夫婦ですね。
You could say that, I guess. I've experienced a lot of things through living together with her too.
そういうものですか。では早速原稿の方、拝見させていただきます。
She's as serious and straightforward as ever.
なるほど。いつも以上にドタバタ展開にキレがありますね。基本的には問題ないかと思います。
Thank you. Worked really hard for it. On it.
仕事環境というのもバカになりませんね。毎回これほど優等生になっていただけるのなら、原稿を取りに来る手間は多めに見ますよ。
This is the only time.
校長は抑圧の反動でしたか。
Satisfied, Katsuka taps the manuscript to organize it. Why do people rent this place out? There's nothing to do around here.
今のなるみさんは文豪の設定なのでしょう。大前自弱でお願いしたいものです。
Now to think about it, Katsuka knows the ins and outs of this whole incident. Part of her probably came to see us out of worry. Strict as she is a kind of person at heart.
小説の方の調子はいかがでしょうか。
Right, I'm aiming for new heights, and this is what I have so far. Her eyes sharpen with every turn of the page. Good, you think it's funny. Did I put anything funny in there?
あの猫がゴブリンですよね。ネーミングセンス嫌いではありませんが。
Do you think it'll work?
いけそうとはどういう意味でしょう。
Nothing. Katsuka left after dinner, not once bringing up my novel.
こうきくん、スイカ切ったよ。
Kaoruko brings her jiggling melons. Watermelon slices on a plate to the porch. I haven't had watermelons in a while. I don't usually get them since I always have too much left over.
そう？私なんてあったらいくらでも食べちゃうのに。
The wind chime rings a light tune as Kaoruko sits down next to me. Thanks, I was good at. Put the triangular watermelon slice in my mouth and bite into it. Sweet, refreshing flavor flows down my throat, following the crisp crunch. So good. Even better when I haven't had one in a while.
よかった。甘いのどれかなーってコンコンってして選んできたんだよ。
People do that a lot. They say the lower the tone, the riper it is.
らしいね。ポンポンってなるのがいいスイカって言うけど、いざやってみるとどう聞き分けていいのかよくわからなくて結構迷っちゃった。
Summer is a season for aimless conversations.
1週間は長すぎたかな。
What makes you say that?
原稿を受け取ってもらえたんだよね。そしたらこうきくん明日からますますやることなくなっちゃうんじゃないのかなって。
Still have the next chapter of the manga, the chapter after that. Think of the next plot point while you're drawing. Did I seem to upset her? Honestly, I'm just bored.
でも逆に言えばそれくらいしかないってことでしょ。今回とわちゃんが古民家のこと提案してくれた時も頭の中が春になっちゃってそれを口実にこうきくんと2人でいられるって浮かれちゃった。
Kaoruko.
これでも普段ちょっとは寂しい思いしてるんだよ。仕方のないことだって分かってはいても私だけ先に卒業しちゃったし。
Was I acting funny?
でもほら現代っ子にこの環境は思った以上に応えるなって。私も時間の進みが遅いって感じるもん。
Girl, you are 1 year older than him. What are you doing calling him a fucking youngster? Kaoruko gives a somewhat awkward laugh. I was really excited to spend time with you too, but then this is the reality of it.
やることがあってこその二人きりみたいなこともあるかもね。
Everyone taking my happiness for granted, but being with Kaoruko with nothing to do has become the standard. Honestly, it's quite the luxury. Let's figure out a way to enjoy the boredom rather than look for something to do. Start with how about we just laze about and make out for a whole day tomorrow.
そんな一日の過ごし方したことないかも。
I mean, we're eventually gonna get married. Homes like these will become ordinary.
あはは、気を使おうとしてかえって気を使わせちゃったかな。
Don't worry about that. Besides, I love the gentle part of you.
うん。やっぱり来てよかった。
Kaoruko leans into my shoulder before biting into a watermelon.
よし、やる気出てきた。明日は一生懸命頑張って。
You know that watermelon juice is kinda lewd. Can you eat it slowly so I can burn it into my mind?
楽しみ方を見出すのって才能だよね。こんな感じ？
Could you be less careful with your breasts too? That feeling of, oh wow, her boobs are dangling. They're huge.
さっきまで私何の心配をしてたんだっけ？
And so we spent the long night of summer, not yet autumn. I don't trust them. People tend to wake up earlier when they spend time away from civilization. But such is not the case with us, as we spend most of the morning making out in bed. By the time we get out into the garden, the sun is already high in the sky. Now what to do today? Today Kaoruko will unfortunately be spending most of her time drawing due to the obligations of our current series. I'm at a position where I don't feel good making unreasonable requests. Hey Goblin, getting your snack today, huh? I give Goblin the leftover fish cake from breakfast. Scratch his back as I think about things. If Kaoruko's working today, that means it's my turn to do the housework. Maybe I should think about something more creative since I'm trying to walk in the shoes of a literary master. Yet the Katsuka's smirk haunts my memories.
邪悪な顔立ちの猫と戯れる昼下がりか。なかなか絵になってるんじゃない？
いやあんなのまだまだコスプレの範疇でしょ。背中に威厳がないっていうか和服に着られてるよね。
どういう背中だとお気に召すのよ。
Oh, hey everyone.
みんな来てくれてありがとう。羊羹でいいかな？緑茶より麦茶の方が良かったよね。
Work it, aren't you? I'll handle it, don't worry.
私にやらせて。みんなが来てくれたのが嬉しいんだもん。
Kaoruko avoids me to try to help with the plates and sits down on the sabuton. Although I'll never say it out loud, I feel as if our love nest has been invaded by bedbugs.
ちょっとしたサプライズかな。こうきくんが庭で文学してる間に駅まで車で迎えに行ってたんだ。ほほう、やはり文学に没頭しちゃってますか。そうなの。風格が備わってきたなーってこうきくんの背中を眺める毎日だよ。
The threes visited the antique house, lights the old place up.
風格ね。ざっと目を通した感じ。新作のエッセイもどきは控えめに言ってゴミだったけど。
That's called peeking. And I have no idea how my little sister's supposed to be respectful with that comment.
書けないことが多すぎるんじゃないですかね。おとな二人なわけですから。
It's lively, sure, but more than that, it's noisy.
大人って2人で泊まってるんだし、そりゃそうかもしれないけど、そのことはあんまり考えないようにしてたのに。
アーシェちゃんって可愛いよね。
I would be able to tell his bounds of power by merely looking at the student council from the outside. Sakuragi innocently squirms head in hands as Kaoruko and I whisper to each other.
そういうのはそっと目を背けるのが生きってものですよ。
あなたたちがそこをいじったんでしょ。私は目をそらしていたかったのに。
ねはい。ところで先輩、ここって2部屋しかないんですね。今と寝室ですか？
Cut it out, Sakuragi's turning red.
さすがに私も照れてきたよ。
うん。
Meanwhile, my sister's devoting all her attention to enjoying a potato yokon. Unflappable demeanor is reassuring in a way.
それでお二人の新婚生活はどんな塩梅なんですか？
切り込みすぎよ。私たち陣中見舞いに来たんじゃなかったの？
ですから冷やかしに来たんですよね。アーシさんが行こうって大はしゃぎだったんじゃないですか。
それだと私が物見高いみたいじゃない。敬意が敬意だからうまくやってるか気になっただけで。
こんな娯楽らしい娯楽もない場所に2人で放り込まれたら、そりゃやることやるでしょう。
This Sakuragi has become the key teasing target when I'm not around.
あ、
Kaoruko fidgets her knees, finally feeling some embarrassment.
うまいよね。こうきくん、極上だよね。
Don't have to answer that.
訪ねてきたお客さんをほったらかしにして愛の協力作業に勤しむんですか？
I don't remember inviting you. I was excited over dirty jokes that I worry about your future.
夏だからね。乙女もテンションを間違えるってもんさ。
I'll just put her all to blame this summer. This is a matter of your dignity.
いなくなってやっとなるみくんって実はすごい人なんだってわかりました。毎日あの二人の相手をして、しかもある程度はコントロールするなんて私には一生できそうにありません。
惚れ直しちゃうよね。さあ詳しく聞かせてもらいましょうか。こっちは他にやることがないんですよ。
Appreciate your honesty, but you've got another thing coming if you think I'm telling you anything. In fact, we did have some better to do. Showing the girls around the now familiar neighborhood was quite fun. We went to the mountains to gather some vegetables, and we had a surprise barbecue for dinner.
いい声で泣き上がりますね。このお腹を見るに、こやつ普段からいいもの食べてるに違いありません。この
Thanks forget that this is an antique house. I filled my stomach with meat as I watched the Beastmaster scratch Goblin's tummy.
鉄板で焼いた芋は芋ランキングの中でもかなり高いところに来るね。炭の力かな。
鉄板で焼けば何でも美味しいなんて鉄板よ。
鉄板で美味しいのが鉄板だなんて整いすぎててダジャレになってないかも。
ギャグで言ったんじゃないです。
I look at the clock and wonder if they're all going to stay the night. I doubt we have enough extra beds though.
お片付けは明日するとして、そろそろ次行っちゃいます？
Tomorrow?
気が早いね。明日のことより今日のことでしょ。せっかくこっちがやる気出してるってのに。
Yes, they are staying the night. Hopefully they've brought their own sleeping tools.
次って何か用意してきてくれたの？
私にもさっぱり。いくら聞いても何を企んでるか教えてくれなくて。
Which makes it hazard level 4. Barely not life-threatening.
ではまず今から先輩の顔をご機嫌なスイカカラーに塗っていきましょう。あ、とはバット持ってきてもらっていい？こうきくんの顔どうするつもりなの？いいリアクションですね。さすがに冗談ですってば。
You sure? You're not gonna start cracking up watermelon and likes, are you?
結婚するって言ったら抵抗しないの？ほんと骨の髄まで奴隷根性が染みついてるね。
So far, Sakuragi has only defended Kaoruko.
何ですかその目は。先輩とカオルコさん大好きっ子でドハマりしてる私たちが全力でネタを仕込んできたのに。
Strange, I don't understand what you're saying, especially about the part where you love us.
私たちおもちゃにされちゃうの？いえいえ、娯楽に飢えているお二人に夏らしさをお届けしつつ、ついでにぐーっと距離を縮めさせてあげようっていうぴょっぴょな企みですよ。そうなんだ。みんなのあったかさが心にしみる
Don't
よ。
believe her. I show it's pure and innocent.
アーシュさんも協力お願いしますね。すいませんけど私たちは脇役で。
Being ignored.
協力も何もまだ私に何をするか教えてくれてないじゃない。言っておくけどカオルコ先輩をひどい目に遭わせるつもりなら邪魔するわよ。
まあまあ 心配しなくてもひどい目になんて合わせませんってば。さっき下見もしてきましたし、いつでも始められますね。
Inspections.
ですから、夏でこんなとこに来て恋人同士がグッと来ちゃうやつなんて肝試しくらいしかないじゃないですか。リピート入れます？肝試し。盛り上がっていこう。
That's what it's come to. That's the courage. One of the most cliched of summer traditions, but it didn't even cross my mind until Miura brought it up. It isn't something we can really do, which is two of us either.
今、やーって聞こえたわ。叫び声みたいなの。
Current location makes things a bit too realistic.
この庭の裏口から林道に出られるんで、ぐるっと一回りしてくる感じで行きましょう。
Sound like you own the place. Since when did you become more familiar with this place than me?
どうしてそう落ち着いていられるのよ。
平気だよ。さっきギャーって泣いてたのはカラスだと思うの。おいてけ。
呪いの声だわ。はっきり聞こえた。みんなも聞こえたわよね。
Well, yeah, she's right next to you. Has Miura changed her target? Well, he does prioritize the funniest response.
肝試しか。ちょっと面白そうだけど、本当に平気かな。
Kaoruko's clearly worried about Sakuragi, who's currently burying her face in her chest while shaking.
垣根の向こう見てみてください。明かりとか全然ないですよ。
アーシェってこんなんだったの？
そうだよ。だから相談しなかったんだもん。
Always known that Mia What's Her Name is a dangerous criminal. If only because Toe is too lazy.
山には神様がいるのよ。罰当たりなことするとたたりがあるの。
山はもっと奥に行った先だから大丈夫だと思うよ。
Like Sakuragi, Kaoruko, and I are the ones being tested anyway. Seeing someone more scared than you really does calm you down. Works out for me, since I'm quite the coward.
なるみくんとカオルコ先輩っていうのはどういう意味？私、カオルコ先輩についててあげ。
You sure like people, Sakuragi?
ダメですってアーシェさん。あっちで打ち合わせしますよ。脅かし役ってかえって怖そうじゃない？過呼吸とかにならないといいけど。
肝を試される側が随分と余裕を見せてるね。
Well, you've pretty much shown us what you're going to do, who's going to do the scaring.
私たちがわざわざ肝試しとか言い出した意味を考えなかったの？この辺りの土地って結構な曰くがあるらしくてね。
どういうこと？
She could just cover her ears if she's scared, but such is human psychology.
なんでも昔ここ一帯は戦場だったとかでわんさか出るらしいよ。首が飛んでるのは日常茶飯事で。呪われちゃったりもするかもね。
Toru gives an evil laugh without changing her expression. Satisfied, she turns around.
さて、追っ始めるとするかね。
へへへ、やってやりましょうぜ。
A scream much clearer than the crow from earlier can be heard through the winds.
せっかくみんなが企画してくれたんだから空気は読みながら行こうね。
I'm more scared of those two going crazy than the actual test of courage. The high-spec nature of my relatives continues to surprise me. Even when I had no intention of taking my eyes off of them, they had finished drawing out a map for our route. Exiting the backyard, we eventually found a deer doll holding a sketchbook saying hell. That's the starting point. I'm kinda excited. Scream that sounds like it can cut through silk is carried by the wind.
これって距離どれくらいあるんだろうね。
Kaoruko looks over my shoulder since we only have one map. No, you should come closer so we can have a better view.
こうきくんのエッチ。
I know I brought this by myself, but it's getting hard to walk.
結構距離がありそうだね。道に迷ったら大変かも。
Yeah, we should stick to the path.
何の異論もないよ。ああ、懐中電灯は私が持つね。
Loops her arm around the nook of my elbow and comes close. Reveal the presence of her boobs. It's unignorable.
おお、眩しい。懐中電灯ってこんなに明るかったっけ？
I think our eyes are just used to the darkness. We carry on the path shown to us by the round light of the flashlight. So many bugs.
懐中電灯消した方がいいかな。
And there's some next to the deer doll. Bug be gone spray.
備えがすごいね。
What's with those two? I like a worried mom.
後ろ見て、こうきくん。私たちが入ってきたところ、もう見えなくなっちゃってるよ。
Sure is creepy. Having to rely on the artificial light of the flashlight awakens primal fear within me. There's nothing peaceful about the silence of the night forest. The rustling leaves from around me. From behind me, it sends chills down my back.
地図のここだよ。今、あそこの道が二股に分かれてる。
Suddenly something jumps out of the bushes into my field of view. A vision. I leap to cover Kaoruko.
何？
Well, this seems familiar. She's not gonna hit me with her eyes closed. Sakuragi cowers pitifully while holding a fishing rod with cognac attached to the end of the line. Her sense of duty is the only thing keeping her
こう
here.
きくん。
Kaoruko gently pushes me, hinting at what to do next. Jumping into a clearly visible trap is pretty anticlimactic, though. Oh no! What's this? I'm so scared! Close my eyes and walk face first into the
慌
cognac.
てないで、こうきくん。こんにゃくだよ。
Oh man, just cognac. That sure got me.
もういい？
I would expect Sakuragi to act like this. Could act like this.
はい、着いたよ。すぐ戻ってくるから待っててね。
なるみくん、カオルコ先輩のこと本当に頼んだわよ。私はついていけないから。
You have nothing to worry about. Just do as Kaoruko says and wait for us.
一人で待ってるのだってギリギリなのよ。さっきからずっと目が回ってるの。
Begin to wonder who this test of courage is even for. Sakuragi sure isn't getting anything out of it. So we run into another hell sign and follow it.
ここから先は知らないところだね。地図開いてもらっていい？
But there will never come a time when I'm fully used to these enchanting lumps. Kaoruko, you're sticking a little too close.
怖いもん。こうきくんが元気が出るおまじないをくれるなら別だけど。
Through my lips, perhaps. Chew.
あふん、した。
Calm down, people.
こんなキス、元気になりすぎちゃう。
Hold Kaoruko's hand as she's about to drop the flashlight and plant a kiss on her nape.
待って、さっきガサガサって。こうきくんったら、聞いてよ。
Probably birds, just come closer. Ah! Both of us would have fallen to the ground if it weren't for the tree behind us. Our hearts beat rapidly in an unsteady rhythm. Are those eyes? Our glaring eyes twinkle from behind the bushes and approach
いや
us.
あ。こうきくん、もしかして。行けい、地獄の魔獣どもよ。そこのエッチな男女を骨だけにしてやるのだ。
The ranger has appeared. Yo! On Meteor's command, countless shadows jump out of the bushes.
それどうやってるの？どうやってるの？
Just run.
逃れられんぞ。こう競い者どもよ。にゃー。どうやってるのそれ？
We lose them.
かかとが痛いよ。
A butt hurts after being the target of so many cats who had regained their wild side.
明るくなってきた。
Killing the rat really did take us on one small lap. For me, a building is a globe with a warm routine. It's pretty easy aside from the cats. That's why we got bored and left by ourselves.
ありえるかも。
Guess that's all there is to the test courage. Time to go back. Explosion and heat. Those are the last things I feel before I fade to black.
コウキくん！
重。
重じゃないよ。コウキくんがていうかこれ肝試しでもなんでもないよ。
肝は試したでしょ。
テーマを簡単にしないで。コウキくんねえしっかり。コウキくんがぐんにゃりしてるよ。
悲鳴も出てなかったしね。へえ。人間って失神すると本当に白目になるんだ。
心音がか細いんだけど。
人工呼吸でもしようっていうの？好きあらばだね。
そんなふわふわした雰囲気はかけらも残ってないよ。
The torches almost kill her brother. Huh. Blanket on my waist falls onto the futon. The smell of mosquito coils. Did it teleport here? Have I been isekai?
戻ってきて。
Cool sensation touches the forehead. You can immediately tell that it's Kaoruko's hand. I was dreaming. What a crazy dream. To turn into a ruthless killing machine and had to kill me, her only blood relative, as her final test.
バズーカで
For some reason, merely hearing the word bazooka sends shivers down my spine.
やっと起きたんですか？まったく先輩ったら肝試しで失神しちゃうなんて可愛いですね。
運ぶのに私まで借り出されたんだから。脱力した人間ってすごく重いのよ。
How
何
about
回
you
諦め
don't
そうに
give
なった
shit
こ
to the
と
person that
か。
was just fucking shot at? So about that?
何を膨れてるんですか？さては決まりが悪いんですね。
There's so much I want to say, I don't know where to start.
ねえ、カオルコ。スイカってもうないの？
Toa, of course, doesn't care.
スイカの前にコウキくんに謝らなきゃでしょ。
Was it that bad?
ギリギリのスリルを責める快感って人間だけに与えられた最高の娯楽らしいよ。
へえ、ちょっとわかる。
There goes the apology.
先輩が寝ちゃったので帰るタイミングも逃したことですし、今日は泊まっていきますね。安心してください。他にもいろいろ持ってきましたから。
What did you guys even come here for?
夏休みで暇なので遊び感覚で襲いに来たに決まってるじゃないですか。
Sakuragi Kaoruko, could you leave for a minute? I need to give these two a piece of my mind. The Midsummer Fever dream that follows is enough to fill an entire volume, so I'll have to omit some of the events. My only consolation is that none of the neighbors filed a noise complaint. All I see is more reason to hate Toa. It never ends. Today is our 5th day in a traditional house. Kaoruko's parents are coming to visit the day after tomorrow, so it's time to wrap things up. Kaoruko drove Toa and the others home in the early morning, so now the house has returned to a tranquil state of wabi-sabi aesthetic. Wind chime definitely adds to that wabi-sabi nature. I'm about to reach my literary limits. I've gotten so used to the scenery and my surroundings that it no longer stirs anything in my mind. Kaoruko should already be back by now, I think. Imagine she's probably doing illustration work right now. I'll go and see what she's up to. I figure she might have retired within the bedroom come workplace. Probably because of the commotion in the roundabout way that went on into the late hours last night. Kaoruko sound asleep. Using a folded suppertone as a pillow, it does not look like she made any effort to actually get into bed to sleep. The way she had her yukata on, it is like she was trying to entice me while I stumbled through the garden. Scandalous to just lay down with a yukata worn like that. Look, even her shoulders are exposed. She's totally exposed from the slender neck and shoulders down to the shape of a boob. Okay. How is that woman's skin? How does it do that woman's skin has so much smooth luster to it anyway? It's basically the same as porcelain. The squishy moistness of her skin reminds me of the yokon that we've eaten a ton since we came to this traditional house. And what am I thinking? It's not like I'm doing anything dirty to a It's not like I'm doing something dirty to a completely defenseless girl while she is sleeping. Kaoruko, it's morning. fuck. Bitch ass. 45. I guess. Yes, let's do 44. And then, like, 55. CFTHC. They done fucking. Even the school's marathon, the sports festival, though, have been this exhausting. Makes sense why lovers and couples all around the world keep their love-making activities to nighttime. It's the logical thing to do. Two of us can't afford to fall asleep in each other's arms in bliss, at least for the day. Understand why you're feeling sleepy, but you can't sleep, Kaoruko.
晩ご飯作らないとね。今夜は冷や汁にしたよ。
That's not exactly it. I mean, it is also, but it's not what I mean.
いっぱい召し上がってくださいね。あなた。
She rubs herself against me, like her heavy eyelids closed shut. Is she okay with the progress on the manuscripts? Well, this Kaoruko we're talking about here.
エッチは需要に効くよね。心も豊かになるし。いいことずくめだよ。
As everyone's enjoying life, it does feel like a new door has been opened.
こんなに気持ちよくて幸せなんだから夢中になっちゃうのが普通だよね。私たちはすごく普通だよ。
She tickles my cheek and we exchange pecks on the lips.
娯楽が少ないとかコンビニもないとか不満をあげたらキリがないけど、でもね、私はやっぱり最初に感じたのと同じことを言うよ。コウキくんがいてくれたら私他に何にもいらない。
Kaoruko.
何？ああ。まだこ。
That would only be around noon of the next day after the clock had already ticked down considerably that I would regret falling for the temptation. Apparently.
ここもここも後回しにしちゃってた。どうしよう。原稿が真っ白になっちゃう。
This is the first time I've seen Kaoruko in such a panic. As superhuman as she is, she can only put out as much work as you put in the time for. Meanwhile, we've been going on tests of courage and spending our nights fooling around. Kaoruko had to humor everyone while they were here, resulting in the panic she's currently in.
どうしてこんなことに。
If she actually makes it, I might start suspecting her of having helper elves.
コウキくん出て。
Me, but it's your phone. It's Katsuka too.
両手が塞がってて出られないからコウキくんが出て。
Okay. Her back is hunched over the drawing tablet, her eyes attached to it. Paints a grim picture of reality. Guess I'll have to do this.
もしもし。
Katsuka's low tone expresses how dire the situation is. Hello, this is Narumi.
お呼びじゃありません。六音寺さんは逃亡したんですか？
He's occupied at the moment. The manuscript's chugging along.
電話をバックれるのは非行の始まりです。それと、私がお聞きしたいのは、なぜ完成原稿が送られてきていないのか。
She'll be done with it by tomorrow morning. You know we don't have edited here.
締め切りは昨日の夕方です。
It's almost done. It's 80% of the way there.
10割終わっていない理由を聞いているんです。
Why am I the one who has to face this blade of ice? It's like I'm having a nightmare.
じ
He definitely knows. This isn't fair, Kaoruko.
両手が塞がっているというのなら是非もありません。このまま電話を六音寺さんの耳につけてください。
Are you sure it won't help her finish faster?
先生方の次回作には期待しますよ。おそらく担当は私ではありませんし、弊社かどうかもわかりませんが。
That was clearly a threat. Please, we've almost done here. I promise. She's not even raising her voice, but my ears are ringing. If I fell asleep now, I'd probably see a demonic Katsuka in my dreams. Katsuka's upset, to say the least. If you submit it before business hours tomorrow, she might let you off thanks to your track record. Won't even turn to face me. Don't worry. Won't get cancelled immediately because of how unpopular we are. They'll probably just give us cold stares and tell us to finish one day before dead.
そんな扱い、納期の信頼がゼロになるってことでしょ。そんなの耐えられない。
Somehow I felt personally attacked by that one. Should I start begging for forgiveness every time I got it close to the deadline?
終わるから大丈夫。絶対に終わるけど、念のためにコウキくんもパソコン起動してくれるかな。
Want me to help? I've been a drawing assistant before, are you sure?
猫が手を貸してくれるの？だったら猫を借りてきて庭にいるでしょ。
Her desperation goes beyond just in case. The warning sirens in my heart start blaring. This is really bad. Alright, I'll do anything you want. I'll start by making dinner since we're in for an all-nighter.
あるだけ七味唐辛子入れてきて。
But you don't even know what I'm making.
こことこことここの、もういいや。この辺りはコウキくんに任せるとして。ああ、ここの線よれてる。
I'll be going now. Kaoruko, something's weird happening to the screen. There are Torimoto-sensei focus lines all over the place.
パンツに効果線当てないで。コウキくんの性癖はどこに向かっていくの？
I'm not doing it on purpose! Kaoruko, this girl has half her face cut off in this panel.
今？本当だ。どうしてなの？そうやって私をいたぶるのがコウキくんの隠れた趣味なの？
Look, forget about it. It's fine. We just have to focus on finishing.
直すよ。
The world is so bright. Our house has become known to the local strays as a feeding hole. The cat's already calling to us from the other side of the porch.
間に
We're not out of the woods yet. The manuscript won't reach the publisher if we sleep now.
私もう
I can't drive. I don't have a license. Besides, your parents are coming in today, remember? Kaoruko rolls over, covering her stomach with her hands. The unfamiliar tension has finally reached her stomach.
私目の下にクマできてない。お父さんとお母さんに見られたらどんな仕事の仕方してるんだって心配されちゃう。
Hey, I'm in the same boat.
コウキくんは神経質でちょっと病んでる設定だから目の下のクマは許容範囲。
Who knew that my made-up self would come in handy?
バイク便って呼んだら山奥でも来てくれるかな？
Do you know what time it is? It's 5 a.m. 5 a.m. phone calls would make for a horror story.
15分だけ寝る。寝てからじゃないと車で事故を起こしちゃうかもしれないから。
Maybe we should just tell Takatsuka that!
15分経ったら起こしてね。
I'm hanging by a thread too. Hello, there's Narumi.
原稿はどうなりましたか？
It's done, but Kaoruko's taking a 15-minute nap so she doesn't get in a car accident. It's been 1 minute.
データを送れるデジタル環境くらい用意しておいてくださいよ。
You didn't even say anything about that the other day.
私が往復したら間に合いません。絶対に15分で起こしてくださいよ。
うるさいから眠れないでよ。
聞こえましたよ。熟睡させないように物音を立て続けてください。私も協力します。
My last job as assistant is to keep Kaoruko awake and lead her to the car. I don't hear whether the manuscript has been delivered and lose my consciousness in bed.
コウキくん、コウキくん。
I'm shaking. What? What?
ただいま。千歳さんにはこってり絞られちゃったけど、原稿は無事に間に合ったから安心してね。
Storm has passed. After a night clouded with anxiety and worry, Kaoruko smiled as bright as sunshine. That's good to know. The relationship is even stronger now that we've overcome this hardship.
仕事環境をここに移すのは大反対だって。あと、作業中はあんまり一緒にいないように言われちゃった。
Can't argue with that. Setting up a joint office will have to wait until the heat cools off. By the way, what time is it?
午後の1時半くらいかな。よく熟睡できたよね。
When she points it out, I notice a scent of summer coming from the open door. That's pretty late. Looks like you managed to get some rest too, though.
お父さんとお母さんを迎えに行った時はさすがに心配されちゃったけどね。
Mom and Dad. They're here.
それはそうだよ。私が戻ってきてるんだから。
She did say she was picking him up by car. How long has it been? I have to wash my face, change my clothes, shower. What do I do first?
慌てなくて平気だよ。さっきみんなで寝顔を覗きに来たから。
I'm not a panda that entertains guests just by sleeping.
滑り出しは順調だよ。苦悶の表情で寝てるこうきくんの様子にお父さんも文学だなーって感慨深げだったし。
Like father, like daughter.
寝癖の造形がいいね。
Kaoruko aptly noogies the top of my head.
おーっといけない。ちゃんと気を引き締めないと。
Kaoruko straightens her back and makes her best attempt at looking serene.
二人には仕事の邪魔をしないように言ってあるから安心してね。今回は私がやることをちゃんとやれてるのかのチェックが主な目的だから。
Your job.
花井さんがやることなんて決まってるでしょ。
As the all-nighter cooked her brain.
お腹空いてるでしょ。すぐにご飯の支度をしてくるね。
So I just need to hold up in my room.
後で軽く話してくれれば平気だよ。あんまり喋るとボロか。創作活動で忙しいって言ってあるし。
I appreciate the setup, but I'm worried about looking rude by not talking to them.
平気平気。晩ご飯だけ付き合ってくれたら十分だよ。ごちそう作るね。あ、ごめんね。こうきくんは食が細いからぬか漬けとお茶漬けでさらっと流し込む食事が中心って。
Could you change that bit of my background? Maybe my digestion's doing great lately. Thinking that the sliding door is the only thing separating me and Kaoruko's parents makes me very conscious of the tone of my voice.
こうきくんは普通にしててくれればいいからね。
Acting natural has been out the window for a long time at this point. Why are you touching my thigh? You need to be careful about letting your true colors show too. One week in an antique house. I'll be living far away from society and civilization would help me get into my role. But now I know that it was nothing but presumption on my part.
うちの別荘広いばかりでかえって使いづらいかもしれないし、こうきさんが気に入るかわからないよ。使用にどうかな。こうきさんは人見知りなところがあるから。
Can't conceal my anxiety when listening to the conversation on the other side of the door. Villa. Servants. How am I supposed to stay calm like this? I usually start by taking a walk in the garden or playing with the cat. Check my phone if I run out of things to do, but I can't even do that now since I might be being watched. Can't even go to the bathroom in peace since I'm not sure if that's literary enough. I think holding it in would be the literary thing to do.
失礼します、旦那様。
Now Kaoruko probably has a few screws loose too. Then again, I guess she's just trying to play the role of the good wife.
少しいいお茶が手に入ったということですので、よろしければ召し上がってみてください。
Oh, thanks. I can feel them staring at me. I do suppose I'll take it.
お茶受けには羊羹をご用意しました。
The Kaoruko's sitting her posture are very picturesque. This is what she's like when she gets serious.
どうぞ。
Kaoruko puts her hand on the teapot and pours me a cup of tea, filling the room with a youthful scent. It's nice not to bit in, fills my mouth with fragrance. Must be expensive. It's good. Get a good price for it.
素になってるよ、こうきくん。
I pause, yoke in hand, unsure what to say.
いいねいいね。気難しい感じが文学だよ。
It hurts physically. I wonder how Kaoruko's parents are justifying the difference in the personality between them now and the first time I met them.
作業のお邪魔をしてしまい申し訳ありませんでした。お夕げの頃にもう一度お声掛けさせていただきます。
Take care of it. Kaoruko moves to the porch and sits down, bowing deeply to me.
では
When she closes the door, my back is drenched with sweat. It's only a matter of time, but the day will soon come. Or it should anyway. Is this how Kaoruko's parents usually are? Will they be able to adapt to the customs of that Rokuonji married life? The only thing he can do while holed up in his room is look at the sky. But even as I look upon the skies, it fades from blue to orange. I have no literary inspiration to show for it. Probably just make it look like I'm working. My cheek twitches when I feel the vibration of my phone on my thigh. Again, the phone is something this line of work would do, but I'm not gonna ignore Takatsuka.
お疲れ様です。今お時間よろしいでしょうか？
Sometimes I wonder if she runs on motor oil. She's so nonchalant despite the earlier chuff about the deadline. This digital nature of hers terrifies authors. Me.
突然のご連絡になってしまいますが、急遽富山先生の都合がつかなくなってしまったので、次回はセンターカラーを予定しています。
When will he be available? His plans are a bit reckless.
なので、以前にいただいて保留にしていた前後変換をカラー合わせで展開してみるというのはいかがでしょうか？
She ignores my complaint, but I guess it's trivial compared to a center spread. I rejected so many of my previous suggestions. Excuse me. Remind myself to keep calm. I should know that Kaoruko's parents are visiting today. Her timing's just terrible. We have to have this meeting now.
編集会議までのリミットがありますから、センターカラーを取れなくなりますが、それでよろしければいつでも構いません。
Let's wrap this in 30 minutes. Unfortunate that Kaoruko isn't available for the discussion, but I'm sure she would want to send a spread too. Okay, yeah, sure. I get it. We're shown in magazine, I get that.
センターカラー合わせでお色気シーンを持ってくるのは構いません。展開が特定層以外の関心を引きづらいと言っているんです。
So it's only for talk, was what you're saying. You've said that before, and it still sounds like you're looking for a fight.
普通の女性の感覚なら、このシーンでパンツが丸見えなのが分かっていて、この行動はありえないと言っているんです。
But she's a klutz. That's what makes her cute. It isn't about realism, it's about showing the readership what they want.
これはもうドジとかではないでしょう。はっきり言わせてもらえば、このキャラは頭がおかしいです。リアリティとの乖離についてはひとまず置きましょう。このアホなドジっ子が受け入れられるか、そうではないかに絞って話を進めます。
You sound very biased.
ええ、なるみさんの気色悪い少女賛美がにじみ出ている気がしましたので。
Like I said, that's what the readers are here to see. That's why she's so worried that she stepped on someone's shoes rather than her exposed panties.
それで起き上がる表紙に股間に顔をうずめるんですか？それがあなたの言う燃えるドジなわけですか？
You're stupid. Fine, I'll up and say it's not a matter of whether I like her or not. It's her debut, so I want to make it memorable.
登場シーンだからとりあえずパンツですか？登場シーンだからこそ。
Panties are persuasive. They're the epitome of eloquence. Panties is how the character introduces herself. Oh, but these are panties she's wearing. I like her. These are 100 times more people who think this way than you think.
全国に500人もいるとおっしゃるんですか？大きく出ましたね。
There are more.
こうきくん
Don't disappoint our readers like this. This isn't a panty shot. It's a full-face panty related. That's what I want to show them. Will they have strawberries in them or be mature design? This is what Discordus is made of.
なるみさんの言い分は分かりました。つまり、カラーは諦めるということですね。
No, we haven't had a color panty spread in a long time. This is a watershed moment for us.
こうきくん
Kaoruko, you tell her. You tell her what you want to draw panties for center colors, color center spread. That's what you want, isn't it?
何のことか
You told me that you wanted to do a color panty illustration because you had the reference for it. You even worked out all the wrinkles and folds. Kaoruko suddenly points to the door from her waist. The wide open door. For a moment, my eyes meet her parents. They immediately look away. A chill, unbecoming of summer fills the room.
もしもし？もしもし？
晩ご飯何かリクエストあるか聞きに来たんだけど、お取り込み中だった。
Kaoruko doesn't usually put on a strained smile. At dinner, I see the same smile on her parents' faces.
ってところらしいよ。
今の話が誇張されていることを願うわ。
そうですよ。話を盛るなんてめんどくさいことするわけないじゃないですか。
残念だけどそうでしょうね。 事実だとするとカオルコ先輩のテンションにも納得がいく。
沈んでたっけ？目は死んでた気がするけど。
心配しないでと大丈夫が延々とループしてたわ。あと笑い方もうつろだったわね。
今回ばかりはかばうつもりはないよ。ほんと爪の甘い男だよね。
いつならかばってあげるの？
その時が来たら。
一生来そうにないね。
かばえっていうわけではないけど、今ってなかなか深刻な状況だと思うのよ。
先輩の変態性が赤裸々に暴かれたのはさ。
暴かれたっていうより自爆して見せつけに行ったって方が正しいけどね。あれでも一応作家だから駆け落ちとかそういうドラマティックな展開に憧れてる可能性もあるよ。
憧れの人は太宰治なんだっけ？
太宰治って自殺してるんじゃなかった？お願いだからカオルコ先輩を
Alright, that's enough. I can feel my mind breaking. I'm impressed at how my friends can talk so much trash about me when I'm sitting right next to them.
なに被害者みたいな顔してるのよ。カオルコ先輩はあなたの所有物じゃ。
And the others keep coming.
まったく、あんな簡単なミッションも達成できないなんて。どうして先輩はそう期待を裏切らないんですか？
Unfortunately, everything Tomomi said was true. The mission was to sit in a room and do nothing. I even had a week to get used to it. A monkey could probably do it. However, you got a fucking work call! Where if you didn't take it, then a massive fucking opportunity would be gone. It was a bad fucking timing.
あれは、こんなダメな俺なんて知能がチンパンだって思ってる顔ですよ。
黙って座ってるくらいならチンパンジーでもできるわよ。
I didn't beat myself up in a private without her reading my mind.
それでカオルコの家はお兄ちゃんのやらかしを受けてどんな感じになってるの？
Kaoruko just said not to worry.
あっちゃー、お疲れ様でした。
You can't say that out loud. I'm sure she's depressed about the whole thing. I'll try giving her a call tonight.
で、そのカオルコさんはどうして今日はこの場にいないんですか？
Oh no, she said she was gonna talk to her parents. She hasn't really called me after that.
とにかくやけになるのだけはやめて。あなたの人生とカオルコ先輩の人生はイコールじゃないのよ。
I'm not running away with her.
カオルコ先輩が苦しんでてもどうでもいいって言うの？
参ったねこりゃ。
I have no excuses. If that was a button to take me back to the past, I'd mash on it. The tragedy is already played out. I'll be able to secure our future together if we don't recover somehow. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't come up with any ideas no matter how hard I try. I'm so sorry.
自分を責めないで。コウキ君に落ち込まれたら、私の方こそ顔向けできないよ。
Can't see her over the phone, but I can imagine the look on Kaoruko's face. Perhaps this is absolutely my fault. It wasn't made that much clear.
そんなこと、大体こっちの都合でコウキ君に無理をお願いしたんだし。
I mean, she does have a point. This all started was because Kaoruko realized the misunderstanding her parents had, and instead of clearing it, she doubled down. That's where everything went wrong. They initially were completely honest about what Koki does. That was just crossed wires and communications. It all started running afoul the moment she decided to double down instead of fucking fixing that. So yes, Kaoruko is objectively at fault. I won't say the MC is not involved. He decided to play along after she doubled down. So he too shouldn't have fucking done that. But it did all start at that point. I still accepted the offer.
コウキ君は責任感の塊だね。
Haruko's gentle giggle hurts my ears today. Honestly though, how are things? You think they're willing to accept an apology or hear me out?
コウキ君ってば身構えすぎだよ。刀持って追いかけ回してくるわけじゃあるまいし。
Wouldn't be surprised if he did. I did lie to them after all.
その嘘は私がお願いして話を合わせてもらったものなんだから、コウキ君には責任を感じてほしくないな。 後味の悪い感じになっちゃってごめんね。ちゃんとこっちで話してみるから。
Short phone call absolutely breaks my spirit. Put my phone away and dive face first and face down into bed. Sorry, Kaoruko. Why do I have to get so riled up?
先輩はあれで意外とメンタルがガラスだからね。
日頃から鍛えてあげてるのに、心臓の大きさは未だに飲み以下だからね。情けないったらありゃしない。
朝ですよーってフライパンガンガン鳴らしながら部屋に突入してみる？
もっと命の危険に訴えかけることの方が、火事場のバカ力みたいなのが湧き上がってくるかも。
I can hear you guys just fine. Can you please leave?
重症ですね。
You think?
は
Doesn't like me at all, but I can't stop
あ、そ
sighing.
んなことないかな。
I'm so used to being happy when I'm with him but that wasn't always the case until recently. I would always play the perfect child in front of my parents, and I would play the perfect student at school.
変われたって思ってたんだ。
Which isn't wrong. At some point, I started skipping being me. Hiding behind Corky's back feels good, so I just ended up relying on him all the time. It was the first time I found someone I could attach myself to.
お姉さんなのに。
I know it's Chitose. I'll be on times, and she's been more cautious of me since after the deadline incident. I've never had her check on me every few minutes before a meeting.
今日はお説教かな。
There's no reason to leave Corky out if we're discussing the manga. Looking back, it's been a long time since I've come to the publishing office by myself. I feel scared with no one beside
依
me.
存体質だよ。私ってこんなになっちゃってたんだ。
落ち着きませんね。
あ、すいません。
始めさせていただいてもよろしいでしょうか。本日は自治会分のカラー原稿に関するお打ち合わせ。というのは建前で、お察しの通り苦言です。
I prepared myself for this. I'm still not used to being scolded. My heart hurts at the mere thought of it.
ごめんなさい。っていう理由がいっぱいありますよね。ご迷惑をおかけしました。ってことですよね。締め切りを破りそうになったこともですし。
締め切りは録音時さんに限らず、多くの先生が目安程度に捉えて気ままな1週間を送っていらっしゃいますが。
多くのあれ？じゃあやっぱりうちのお父さんとお母さんのことでしょうか。こうきくんから聞きました？
聞いていませんが、なるみさんが失態を見せたあの時は通話状態でしたから。
I guess you heard him say, "Wow, I'm so sorry," loud and clear. I was in so much pain. I feel like crying just thinking about it.
電話を切っていただいてもよかったのですが、切りづらい言い方をしたのはこちらですし、責任の一端は感じています。
責任？さっき苦言。
はっきり言わせていただきましょう。あなたにムカムカします。
I think I look confused.
ご心配を。でも漫画のことを反対されてるとかではなくてですね。こうきくんにもそれは迷惑もかけて。でもそれで関係が悪くなったとかはないつもりで、連載に
本来作家と編集の関係とは一定の距離を保つものであり、プライベートへの口出しは控えるべきなのですが、一点どうしても腹に据えかねていることがあります。
Though Chitose remains expressionless, her eyes tell her story for her. Her eyes are sharp enough to make me shiver.
録音寺さんにとってデレスクはそれほど恥ずかしい作品なのでしょうか。お色気ハーレム漫画として見られていることを否定はしませんし、パンツも謎の光線も出てきます。作画を担当する録音寺さんが胸を張れないというお気持ちも察しますが、
そんなつもりじゃ。
文学は良くて漫画の原作は低俗とおっしゃられては、漫画に対して真剣に情熱を注いでいる私が穏やかであるはずがありません。
Never thought about it until you made it obvious. The fact that I twitched at the accusation is shameful.
お気持ちはわかりますよ。
なるみさんは意外と偏屈で頑固ですし、半端に口がうまいので、うっかり言いまかされそうになる時もあって。
それは私言ってないです。
私がなるみさんを信頼しているのは、彼が作品に対して真摯だからです。もちろん録音寺さんが不誠実と申し上げるつもりはありません。納期はきっちり守ってくださいますし、クオリティも確かです。ですが、なるみさんが持っている熱は録音寺さんにはありませんね。
Every work strikes smart and I have nothing to say.
録音寺さんがデレスクの作画を引き受けてくださったのは、芋サラダ先生が原案だからでしたよね。では、もし彼が死んでしまったら、お一人でデレスクを書き続けますか？
それは
Scary. How can it not be? I'm so dependent on him now. At some point I stop being able to do anything by myself. Would I be able to keep drawing this title without him, only relying on my ideas? I don't think I can. I have my own ideas, but I don't have anywhere near the force of expression that he does. It's probably why Chito's as upset with me.
いかがです？私が何に対して気に入らないと申し上げているか、ご理解いただけたでしょうか？
はい。ごめんなさい。
構いません。私もよくよく考えてみればという感じで思い至ったので。
She just looks at me and sighs.
あなたはそつなく完璧で角のないとても付き合いやすい方ですが、少し張り合いがありません。この作品をもっとこうしたいという理由で喧嘩をしたことがあるのはなるみさんだけなんですよね。なるみさんはド新人の頃から私に噛みついて嫌味まで言ってくるんですよ。武力行使に打って出ようかと考えたことも一度や二度ではありません。
意外です。千歳さんでもそういう風に思うことってあるんですね。
はい。ですが、彼はいい作家になるだろうとも思ってしまうんです。ただのお色気漫画ではない部分に多くの方が気づいています。でなければ、チャンプでこの地位を勝ち取ることなどできません。私はデレスクの担当であることを全く恥ずかしいと思っていませんし、彼もそうでしょうね。優しいと思いませんか？彼はあなたにそんなひどい頼み事をされて文句の一つも言わなかったのでしょう？お前の作品なんか恥ずかしくて親に説明できないと言われたのに。
I'm not thick-skinned enough to say I didn't mean to.
なるみさんの作品ですよね。あなたは無意識のうちにデレスクをそう見ています。
Just because I didn't mean to. Just because I didn't mean to doesn't make it okay.
録音寺さんの事情は存じ上げています。仕方ない。力になりたいとなるみさんはおっしゃっていましたから。それほど大事で命がけで取り組める自分の作品を下げてでも、なるみさんはあなたをサポートしようとしたんですよね。
私、
今日なるみさんを呼ばなかったのは、あの方の前でこんな話をしたら劣化のごとく起こるのが分かっていたからです。決めつけないでください。カオルコはそんなこと言ってないというところでしょうか。なるみさんは女性に幻想を抱きすぎなんですよね。それとかっこつけです。自分が何とかしなければ、守ってあげなければと思いすぎる。そんな風には感じたことはありませんか？女性はそれほど弱いものではありませんよね。もちろん連れなくされるよりは過保護にされた方が楽ですし、嬉しくはあるでしょうが。
It's easier. I've been letting him spy me this whole time because it's just easy for me.
どうしよう。私、前よりもっとこうきくんのことが大好きになっちゃいました。
それは結構なことですね。
I'm sure it must seem out of nowhere, but that is how I truly feel. Love that spills over.
千歳さんは最高の編集さんです。耳が痛いことも躊躇しないで指摘して間違いを正してくれる。私、本当にバカだから。
バカに同意するわけではありませんが、自分のことなど見えないものですよ。特にお二人は今がいい時期ですからね。あと、なるみさんは私と違って今回の件で全く怒ってはいないと思いますよ。録音寺さんにデレデレでしょうから。
そういうのに甘えちゃいけないんです。
I've known this for a while, but I keep putting it off.
ありがとうございます。千歳さんに言ってもらえて、なんというか、ハッとさせられました。
強がりというわけではなさそうですね。
今のお話を聞いて、びっくりして、たくさん反省もして、こうきくんのことが大好きっていうのしか残らなかったんですもん。嫌われないように頑張らなきゃって。
切り替えるのは賛成です。うじうじ悩んだところで何も始まりませんからね。
千歳さんって案外熱いんですね。
時々ですよ。決まりが悪いので内緒にしておいてください。
Can't let this realization go to waste. I have so many ideas about how to go forward that it's difficult to believe I was just stuck a few minutes ago.
千歳さん、悪巧みに付き合ってもらってもいいですか？
構いませんよ。私は鹿くん先生の担当ですからね。
Ma? Sure, but are we just meeting up?
今回のことではこうきくんにいっぱい心配かけちゃったから、お礼とお詫びと気分転換かな。
You don't have to thank me, but okay. Good night and see you tomorrow. How should I look upon this development? So we talk about the future? I'm strangely cheerful.
そう映って知ってる？塞ぎ込んでた人が急に明るくなったら、信号は黄色って意味で取っていいね。
Not the fucking things to say, Toa. Toa's been trying to be considerate so far and turns out the TV for a bit.
そっか。カオルコ、明るかったんだ。
Can you not make me worry even more than I already am? I have no idea what's going on going to
尾
happen
行して
tomorrow.
あげよっか？
No, what for? Seriously, don't.
優しさで言ってあげてるのに。もし気まずくなったら乱入して暴れてあげてもいいんだよ。
I can't believe we're actually offering to help. But it looked that bad for us.
見えてるって言ったところで余計にお兄ちゃんがそわそわするだけでしょ。
The sign forced myself to concentrate on the anime on the screen.
入ってこないとか言って結局見るんだ。
I'm not sleeping tonight, so I might as well distract myself.
無駄だと思うけどね。
And Toa's absolutely right. Anxiety follows me into bed even after I watched anime. Meeting up in the afternoon today. Youngsters crowd the train station where we're meeting up. True side of summer vacation. 20 minutes until meeting time.
あれ、もうついてたのこうきくん。今日は絶対に先を越そうと思ってたのに。
Kaoruko. It's fine, no rush. Kaoruko skips and hops right into my chest. You look... I'd say you look great, but I inadvertently swallowed my tongue. Just like Toa said, you can't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, it's cool today. Just got out of the station.
ちょっと打ち合わせ午前中は編集部に行ってたの。
Ramen. The first ever since we started dating. You didn't tell me about it.
顔色を変えるようなことじゃないよ。普通にちょっとした打ち合わせとか細々とした用事を済ませてきただけだから。
Errands.
こうきくんってそういう言葉のニュアンスとか気にするほど神経質だったっけ？
What can I not given the circumstances?
なんてこんな言い方じゃしらばっくれてるみたいだね。
Kaoruko faces me again, reaches arm around my back and leans into me.
ぎゅーどうかな？ちゃんと伝わった？
Get late, everyone's watching us.
こうきくんのことが大好きっていっぱい気持ち込めてハグしてみたんだけど、どうかな？
Just trying to make everyone eat. Not everyone has warm feelings about us. The men and women in suits are glaring at us sharply, especially the women. Yeah, I got that. I love you too.
それだと今日の目標はだいたい達成しちゃったような。
You just wanted to tell me that you loved me.
伝えるための一日でもあるかな。
That's the plan for the day. Kaoruko lets go, but soon holds my arm and rubs her cheek against my shoulder. She's not acting any different. Since the yellow light, I don't think I can tell him I thought about it.
お昼ご飯はもう食べた？今日は映画でどうかなって思ってたんだけど、まだなら軽く食べていこうかなって。
I am quite hungry, yes.
結構お腹空いてるみたいだし、ハンバーグでも食べに行こうか。人気のお店も調べておいたの。
The hamburger we had for lunch was great, and the movie was a brainless Hollywood flick. Good for the good for the evil, and that's all there is to it. That's why I watch these movies, I think. And we're getting attached to Star Spangled Banner a little bit.
日本人なのにこうきくんはカンフー映画を見た後はヌンチャクの真似をするタイプの人かな。
I won't deny that. I'm on Mickey.
そこまでだよこうきくん。ほらちょうどよくあそこに出張アイス屋さんのワゴンが。
I'm still lucky.
一緒に食べよっか。二人だといろんな味が一度に楽しめるからお得だよ。
Sharing is caring. Let's do it. Like a lovely ordinary night.
私はハバネロサンデーにしよっかな。ハバネロのアイスとかハンパネーロなんちゃって。
Maybe we don't have to feed each other food.
こうきくんはどうするの？今日はお姉さんがおごってあげちゃう。
I'll have chocolate mint. The gentle flowing river reflects the vivid colors of sunset. Last night I was afraid of meeting Kaoruko, but now I'm sad to see the day end. I had fun today.
最近遊べてなかったもんね。お外でご飯食べるのも映画も久しぶりだったし。
True, but that isn't all. The relationship with her for long enough now to know the differences in her smiles. Today Kaoruko isn't forcing herself. Ended up doing nothing to help. Like whatever she has going on with her parents was settled by now. That's a relief.
こうきくんからしたらうざったいかもしれないけど、デレスクの内容に対してだってちょっとずつでも提案とかできたらいいなっていうのもあるし。
Well, that sounds fun. It's gonna feel even more like we're making it together.
すんなり許しちゃって平気？喧嘩するかもよ。千歳さんともよくやり合ってるんでしょ？
An argument isn't really a fight. At least I don't feel that way about it.
信じ合ってるんだ。
I already thought about it, but I guess we do.
千歳さん言ってたよ。ド新人の頃からこうきくんは生意気だったって。
Maybe our trust was more one-sided than I thought.
冗談冗談。千歳さんもこうきくんのそういう一途なスタンスを評価してるって言ってたから安心して。
Well, she actually said that. What did she say exactly?
気にしなくても通じ合ってるのが羨ましくてちょっと意地悪言っただけだよ。私って嫌な子な一面もあるから。
That's a really cute way of getting jealous.
こうきくんの包容力は過去の偉人レベルだね。浸水する人が続出だよ。
Really? Do I give off Liu Bei vibes? She just ignores that one. The joke falls off so flat I might flatline.
私がこうきくんのことを大好きになった理由ね。たくさんあるけど、この前一つずつ思い返してみたの。
That sounds very interesting, but also embarrassing at the same time.
考えれば考えるほど落ち込んじゃった。
Apologize for my sorry existence.
ほら、そうやってこうきくんは嫌な予感がすると自虐でごまかすでしょ。みんなそういうこうきくんに寄りかかって甘えて気持ちよくなっちゃうの。
Kaoruko lets go of my hand, but continues smiling as she looks into my eyes.
私が一番こうきくんに甘えてる。
I feel like you're relying on me. If anything, you and everyone else are way above my level.
頼るの意味が違うんだよ。それともとぼけてるのかな。私はもうこうきくんの虜なんだよ。こうやって見つめ合ってるだけでも抱きつきたくてうずうずしてるもん。
If it pleases you. Spread open my arms, still unaware of what's going on. The warmth of Kaoruko's unhesitating hug fills me up. Been so starved of this late that it feels almost violent.
これこれ。
Cyclists and pedestrians are still around, even though there aren't that many of them. Doing my best to hold myself back here.
こうきくんに抱きしめてもらってこうきくんの匂いに包まれるとね、やっぱりだーって思うの。大好きだなって。それこそもう 遺伝子に刻み込まれてるくらいこうきくんのことが大好きなの。
Kaoruko pecks me on my lips, but I pucker up. After I pucker up, but she does it so casually that I feel like melting.
ただの八つ当たりだけどね。こうきくんも悪いんだよ。
Must have missed that part. I feel like I've been goofing things up and causing trouble for you.
そうじゃなくて、もっと本質的な、そう、魂のレベルから逆算した話なの。
Took Matt, still not sure what she means.
これから挽回していくからね。
I mean, you care. I guess that's enough. Kaoruko smiles, placing her cheek on my shoulder while closing her eyes. But you know the stuff that's going on at home and our work? You don't have to go at it alone. No, I'm not much, but I'll do anything I can for you. I want a chance to redeem myself, too.
本当にそういうところだよね。自分を棚上げして。
Relaxing her weight into me, Kaoruko pokes my nose.
長命だよ。
Could you do it on my mouth, though?
悪い子。
With your mouth.
もう。
My brain goes wild as I clearly feel the shape of... Okay. Let's go. It's warm. It's not lying to me.
それじゃあ、私そろそろ帰るね。
Aw.
ごめんね。今日は夜から用事があるの。浮気じゃないから安心して。
That's all I need. Take care. Give Kaoruko's shoulder a push as I hold back my love, regret, and libido.
またね。あと、大好き。
Yeah, and she told me nothing about the incident, although I only realized this much later. A smile and her kisses are enough to make me happy.
おい、ハニ野郎。
A savage. What torture lies in wait for me now? My sister barges into my room without knocking. I don't really feel completely safe in my room. I don't think things are going to get better as long as we live here.
夏休みだっていうのに、何をゴロゴロとエッチな本なんか読んでるのさ。
This is a light novel.
だから、エッチな本でしょ。
That's gonna make most of the books in my room porn.
何も間違ってないじゃん。
She's a lot harsher on the definition of porn than most moms are. So what's up? Are you hungry?
その様子なら連絡は入ってないみたいだね。つぶやっきーの芋アカウント、ネタの出所は、チャンプのウェブページに面白ネタが上がってる影響だね。
What? Samuel's countdown? Are we getting an anime?
じゃなくて、鹿くん先生のロングインタビュー。
What? This is how our lovers' heroines were born. As a dear sent the first interview since her debut as an illustrator. Find out about the birth of Desk and a relationship with potato salad. Did they forget to put sensei at the end of potato salad?
そんなとこより、もっと目を向けるべきとこがあるでしょ。
That's right, the interview's done face to face. I recognized Takatsuka by her hand, and Kaoruko's face is on full display here. She just give up? I could be right, but... I'm impressed by Potato Salad's web stories. She put us team up with them on her own. She also talks about the joys and hardships she and her title have gone through since its debut. And then her relationship with Potato is dependent on me. But tears carrying the desk on her back.
私に聞かれても知らないし、本人がどう感じたかなんてのは本人のものだからね。
Despite knowing Kaoruko best, I'm probably the most shocked by this interview. Am I too close to her to see it?
ずっと一緒にやっていきたいんだってさ。
She wants me to move on from relying on me all the time. I remember back when she went to see a movie, Kaoruko said she wants to make a story that would leave an impression on her readers.
いつまで人の部屋に居座ってるつもり？カオルコのことだからサプライズ大成功って今頃はほくそ笑んでるよ。
Have to call her?
あと夜食と炭酸持ってきて。
Later.
カオルコにしては思い切ったね。まあギリギリで合格かな。
こんな夜遅くにごめんね。迷惑じゃなかったかな。
I'm more worried about your family.
そこはどうとでもなるよ。後出しになっちゃったけど、 このことは私もちゃんと説明したかったし。
Kaoruko never said that her family doesn't matter. It's been changing lately, and I panic a little being unable to keep up with her. You're not disowned, are you?
切り込むね。
Ask her straight away without even offering her a drink. Kaoruko gives me a wry smile.
最悪そうなってもいいとは思ったけどね。
No?
でもさ、こうきくん最初から言ってたでしょ。あの時からとっくに答えは出てたんだよね。
I guess I did say that.
最初を間違えなければあんなことにはならなかったの。なんで今の状況になったんだろうって考えたら、完璧に全部私のせいなんだ。最初からそう。お父さんとかお母さんに怒られるのが嫌で、ギスギスしたくないから自分を隠して。ちゃんと話したら分かってくれる。こうきくんはお父さんやお母さんと向き合って、そのことを証明してくれたのに。
There's the uneasiness I've been feeling in my chest. The anxiety and regret I feel for not understanding her.
お父さんの勘違いに気づいた時、私がそうじゃないんだよって言わなかったから、本当の私ってすごく怖がりなんだよ。
I can't help but think that I could have helped her if I'd noticed her real hurt. The
し
real
ょう
her
がないっ
sooner.
て言ってもらっても、だよねって言っちゃダメだったの。安心して寄りかかったりしてちゃ。
But what Kaoruko says, I'm still a man and I want her to need me. Can't help but feel that my meddlesome side is being misused.
インタビューでも書いたけど、私が漫画を描き始めた理由はこうきくんで、その後もずっと変わらない。なんとなくだけど、こうきくんのことを一段上からサポートしてあげるみたいな感じになっちゃってたと思う。最初に甘えたのは私だったのに、私の最初の理由は逃避だった。
Doesn't have to apologize. Kaoruko talks about her past with a real smile on her face.
でもね、これからは違うつもり。実は千歳さんにもそうやって叱られちゃって、家に帰ってテレスコを全部メールでのやり取りとかも読み返したら、涙が出てきちゃったの。私ね、こうきくんと一緒に作り上げたこの作品が大好きだった。
You can tell that I'm crying. Kaoruko and I continued working with each other even after we found out each other's identities.
自然と、どうして私ってお父さんやお母さんにこれを見せることを躊躇してたんだろうって。
The right potato salad is the moment of supreme happiness.
お父さんは目を白黒させてたし、漫画についてはやっぱりピンとこないみたい。でもね、向き合おうとしてくれてる。これからは本当に私たち家族だけの問題だから。
Kaoruko reaches out from a hand and pulls back. She looks straight into my eyes.
ここからもう一度でいい？私のことパートナーにしてくれますか？
I've always been my partner, Kaoruko. Alongside an answer. Take Kaoruko's hand and we smile at each other like we always do. Honestly, I still feel bad about this. Played the leading role in this charade. Need to go apologize to her parents.
次にこうきくんがお父さんとお母さんに会う機会は、できれば
So maybe next year.
そうかもね。
Kaoruko blushes and looks to the side. She fidgets and presses her shoulder against mine.
嬉しいな。本当はちょっとドキドキしてたの。見せたくない嫌な部分とかいっぱい見せちゃったから。
I don't think they're all bad. If anything, it feels like our relationship's deeper now.
わかる。私も大好きにまだ先があったなって実感してるところだもん。
Kaoruko looks startled when I take my hand away, but she looks down at it when I place it on her stomach.
来年くらいだっけ？
Probably next year.
だったら今赤ちゃんとかそういう話になっても体裁が悪いってことはないよね。
Oh Lord! You're saying it out loud. I don't know whether to feel up her skirt or dive right into the wrists.
イチャイチャしてるところ悪いけど、ツーショットの相手が違うよね。私が手タレとして登場してあげるから、イチャついてるところを撮影するよ。
So unenthusiastically looks at me, and the startled Kaoruko tosses the camera on the couch.
仕方ないでしょ。鹿くんの愛情たっぷりインタビューのせいでイチャラブユリ展開を期待する声が後を絶たないんだから。
I guess.
ぼやぼやしない。まずはパフェの食べさせあいっこからね。
Y'all are lying again! This is the moment to clear shit up! Why are we going right back into playing a character? There will be a time when the magazine will be like, oh, hiatus because Deer's fucking pregnant. And at that time, they'll be like, what the fuck do you mean?
とわちゃんは優秀なエージェントだね。
The world isn't ending tomorrow, and we'll continue to be in love the day after that. I'm not going to raise objections to my position as a writer either. Take on the role of cameraman and take pictures of Deer and Potato hand model. The readers love it, increasing the number of weekly print sales. And that is how the Rokonji family commotion comes to an end. Yeah, no, there is no end here. Windless day makes the wind chime hanging on the porch seem impotent. In exchange, the surrounding greenery mitigates the heat, making it seem like it isn't the end of August at all. Oh yeah, they are back here for some reason. I don't trust it though. That said, it's still hot. We decide to spend the end of summer at the antique house again. We're on hiatus because of a double issue, so we decide to take some time off while we're at it. So why here?
むふーん、極楽極楽。
This is actually fine. Because we could spend time relaxing with each other with no one to bother us. The antique house was a natural choice.
こんなに贅沢な夏の過ごし方があるなんてね。世の中には
I mean, it's
ま
so
だまだ
twisted.
発見がいっぱいだよ。
I don't think families would use the garden like this.
規約には庭にプールを持ち込んじゃいけませんなんて書いてなかったし、大丈夫大丈夫。
We're not at the beach, and there are no rivers nearby. Seeing Kaoruko in a swimsuit feels odd. But nothing else, sure isn't literary.
これなら今回は退屈せずに楽しめるよね。折りたたみ自転車も持ってきたんだよ。
It's likely a good idea. We got 2 days left, so it's all going to be over soon.
楽しめるならそれはそれでいいんじゃないかな。
I thought this was supposed to be a kind of summer camp. We're going to discuss Tedeschi and all.
こうきくんこそ一応とか言っちゃってる。この夏一皮むけた私を見せる気満々なのに。
I thought we were going to talk about material and where the story is going.
取材とか今までよりもずっと前のめりに作品に取り組む覚悟だよ。
Someone who's aiming to be a love master, spending time with Kaoruko doing nothing in particular isn't important.
エッチなこと考えてる。そういうのは夜まで我慢。
Night.
日が高いうちはその時しかできないことを目いっぱい楽しもう。そういう楽しい体験が作品の糧になるんだよ。ペロペロ。こんな夏の楽しみ方も漫画に活かせちゃうかもよ。普通のプールじゃできないもん。
Kaoruko looks like she's enjoying herself as her butt sits in an inflatable pool. She's even wagging her tail. Her tail? Wagging and tail just kind of goes together, so my brain just went there immediately. She's even wagging her legs as they dangle from the edges.
なんてね。一人でくつろぎすぎかな。
Can't help but fantasize about handling the cold watermelons on her chest.
暑くない？プール変わろうか？
What? I wasn't listening.
このシチュエーションで無視って普通に傷ついちゃうよ。
Sorry, I was just thinking about something.
もっと傷ついちゃう。私のことばっかり考えてほしいのに。
I am. You're in my head so much that I'm feeling horny. Whoops.
夜って言ってるのに。
Kaoruko pouts where her lips make it look like she's puckering up for a kiss. My eyes are enchanted by the way her lips move about the popsicle.
こうきくんはエッチな人だよ。 それもとびきりだね。
No, it is your fault. You're a witch who enchants innocent men.
そういうこと言う？こうきくんたらひどいんだ。もう知りません。
So she says, but she does not deny the charges.
は
You don't need that. She looks like she's trying to attract me with how she's eating the popsicle.
またはーはー言ってる。
Your fault for eating in such a rude way. There's a limit to how lewd a girl can be. You can't eat a popsicle that naughtily.
そんなの言いがかりです。
Why are you using your tongue so rude that a man can't help but fantasize?
セクハラは良くないと思うな。
She could just cover her mouth or turn away, but she doesn't. Instead, Kaoruko just smiles. Definitely know what you're doing with how you're resetting the popsicle.
もう、こうきくんのバカ。
Kaoruko's popsicle. Okay.
そんな言い方で私を恥ずかしめるこうきくんの方がずっとエッチで危険人物だと思います。
You're not aware of how bewitching you are. You won't get me to go you won't get me to go where you want me to where you want to go. Well, talking about.
ローヒケ？
Because you cause trouble for the other guys in the place. They don't want to look at you, but they can't help themselves and and you call harassment. Being a man is hard work.
そんなこと言ってただの独占欲だったりして。
Also true.
綺麗な目できっぱり言われちゃった。
The ground hardens when it rains. I can't take other guys staring at my Kaoruko.
だよね。こうきくんのだもんね。
Kaoruko shakes her body slightly, sloshing in the water within the pool. See, you're tempting me with your bows. You're becoming a pheromone-emitting succubus.
こうきくんはどうしても私をそういう風にしたいんだね。
Come on, I'm getting sad being the only one saying these things.
それ、どういう意味かな？
Kaoruko's cheeks are clearly turning pink. You want me to spell it out for you? I will if you want me to.
その方向でお願いします。
We met up in front of my building this morning, got here by car, and had someone for lunch.
お夕食の下ごしらえもついでに済ませちゃったね。その後、お庭で遊ぼうってプールの支度をして。
I'm only thinking about sex from where I'm standing, so if you really want me to wait until night, it's kind of let down. I mean, it's inevitable I focused completely on work in order to prepare for this trip, and we didn't really see each other over the last 3 days. It's a long time. A guy really gets fully charged in 3 days.
露骨な誘導で
Okay,
こうきくんのおちんちんが硬くなってることに気づい
we're
ちゃう。
covering this again now. We're doing it on purpose.
お昼から一日の計画が台無しになっちゃうのに
Probably still do this at least. Don't you want to do it?
したくないってことは全然ないけど。どういう意味？
This is entirely
わかんない。
just
ど
pre-sex scene talk. Yep. 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 See you after the H scene. Okay, wow, it ended instantly after that one. Yeah, but that's Kaoruko-Route. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and next time we're going for meat, or we're saving Karen for last. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye.